Hey y'all, this is the Collector on the Corner's wife Debbie, and here is some new baby chickies we got. Of course they're running off like crazy. The mother is hollering like crazy, trying to get out.
Chickens over here.
And I know, I see them, there they go.
I don't know where that thick one is.
Oh, there it comes. Okay, Collector.
Well, it's a somewhat cooler Saturday afternoon. It's only about 85
Well, you
instead of
look
110.
You look a little bit cooler in the face.
Yeah, Debbie mowed my whiskers,
Give
give me kind of a haircut.
I didn't do a real good job. I got to get you and mow you again.
Yeah, she was in the bad light when she did it.
Yes.
Man, these little baby chickens, they run all over the place.
Yeah, they don't stay
Poor
with.
old mama, she can't get out of that coop.
They don't stay with their mom.
But anyway, we're just gonna, not a whole lot of exciting stuff going on. We're just
And
gonna do
it's been too hot, Jiminy
a little
Cricket.
video kind of how our hobby farm is producing just a little bit.
It ain't a hobby farm. This is Agony Acre farm.
Well, whatever. But we produced 5 baby banded chickens.
Yay!
And I guess he can put you on pause and we'll go on up here.
Okay, we're gonna go up here. And he's got
Go
a.
on pause.
Nope, I don't got it unpaused.
We'll go to the picture.
I'm going to the pig pen. Do. And we got a little pool to put geese water in. Jiminy Crickets, when are you going to get out here and do some cleaning? I'd do some cleaning, but there's where I do it when I do cleaning, and then he gripes at me. He says I'm messing up his cleanness. And I'm sorry if I bibbly bobble too much. I'm just a wibbly wobbly woman. I'm not trying to make anybody seasick, so just close your eyeballs right now. And you can just listen. And I'll tell you when we get there. Do 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 do. And a little bit of music for you while we're getting there. Do 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 do. Okay, we are there.
Well, I was trying to fill the hog water up with water.
Oh.
And every day, I weed my gardens.
Uh-huh.
And I get these pigs a bucket full, sometimes 2 bucketfuls.
Uh-huh.
And there's all the little baby pigs.
Look
We
at
had
the-
6, and somehow one of them
Yeah,
disappeared.
one
There's
of
only
them-
5 now.
Yeah, one disappeared. I don't know where it went. Poor baby, but they're growing.
They like that grass.
Growing. The baby wabies are growing.
And come here. Around here.
Oh, and you can't catch them and pet them unless you're one of them speed runners. And I am not a speed runner.
Right here, I got this fixed, and just the little pigs can get in here, the baby pigs.
Yes.
And there's some corn and some pellets for them.
Uh-huh.
And the chickens has kind of found it.
I was
They
going to say,
love
that
it.
pig looks different.
But them little pigs has been in here eating this. But anyway, pigs tear everything up. This was in better
Oh, I
shape.
know.
The pigs went to living in it.
I know.
Every pig got a little bit of bulldozer in him. Now we're going to go on up to our other garden.
A lot of bulldozer
Yeah.
in them.
I guess they got a lot of bulldozer.
Yeah, this used to be a doorway right here. And there was a door on it. And there was glass. But not anymore. You guys fix that little nasty problem. You need to go turn the... What?
You can head on up to the other garden.
Okay.
You can pause it if you want, but they don't got to watch your wobble.
Okay. I'll pause it. Well, I didn't pause it. Okay, we're back. We're up here in the upstairs garden. Mr. McGregor's garden. And there's Mr. McGregor.
Okay.
Hello, Mr. McGregor.
It's dry.
It's dry.
See, it's dry.
It is dry.
There's one of this guy we know goes to Chattel, Plainview Farms. He lives up here at West Plains, Missouri, about 80 miles north of us. And he's doing a video on his pond he fixed, and he said he's had a wet year. And I watched that radar, and them big thunderstorms that come across that Ozark Plateau up there, and they get a good rain, and we ain't been getting spit.
No,
And I've been come up here every day.
And watering.
In this barrel twice. Over 100 gallons of water. And watering this stuff. With this can.
Well, howdy doody. We ain't gonna have to do the corn much longer. It looks like it's about done.
There's some volunteer beans.
I see.
I think that's where I spilled some seed.
That's okay.
Well, I planted them, they didn't grow. Spilled some seed and they grew.
Well, maybe you ought to
Anyway,
spill more seeds.
when I planted this, I planted a bean between every one of them corn stalks. And of course that rabbit ate most of them. But some of them survived, and some of them thrived, and some of them didn't do hardly anything. We're gonna go on down here.
Oh, okay.
I'll get the water in this directly.
I know, and I'm leaving because I ain't gonna stay tuned for the water, and that could take hours.
Them 2 rows, I pulled the grass out, but they never did grow nothing. I don't know why.
Grow grass. Do 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 do.
Well, right here, this poor little vine here that don't look
Oh,
that's a cantaloupe.
I can see the baby cantaloupe.
And I think this is
Oh,
right.
that one is done.
It's right. Not very big, but it's big enough for me and Debbie to eat.
Yeah, that's funny.
And I come out here just a while ago,
Yes,
and some of them beans is producing.
Oh boy.
I picked up a mess of beans. Debbie can cook them up with some bacon,
Oh boy.
and I'll scarf them down.
Yes, those are good.
And these squash are doing pretty good.
Yes, I see some squash. Ah, you're letting some of them get too big. Oh, and there's watermelons. I don't know if we'll get any watermelons, but there's watermelons. That might be pumpkins. Is that pumpkin right here? Or is that squash? Shoot the dog. It might be squash. Is that squash? Belva Daddy. Oh well, just take a peek. Yeah, I think it's squash. I don't know. I don't know. What are these?
Squash.
That's what I thought. But I thought at first they were pumpkins.
Might be pumpkin. I think they're squash.
Well,
I seen no little squash on
they
them.
got awful big looking. And they're running.
Might be 1 or 2 over here.
Oh well. Oh, those are pole beans. I don't like pole beans. I like bush beans.
Got some up here. I know there's some up there and there. And them squashes up there.
Okay. What's up here in the squash?
unpicked beans up here.
I like to look because I'm hoping maybe Sasquatch will be looking and I can get a good picture of Sasquatch. No, there he is. Ah, that ain't Sasquatch. That's just
I let
Randy.
these go too far.
Yes, you did.
We like them better when they're like this.
Yes.
And Debbie fries them up egg batter.
Yes, them are goody.
They're good to eat.
Good, good, goody.
Anyway,
Yes.
I've caught 2 rabbits, an armadillo, and a skunk up here.
Yay!
And something
Yeah.
come in here since this morning
Uh-oh.
and knocked that stalk of corn over.
Wow. Well, you might as well pick the corn.
Really? I don't think it's gonna make it.
Yeah, you might as
I'll
well.
prop it up between these others and we'll see. But I think I got a young coon or something coming in here and checking that corn out. I don't know. But that's it for the garden.
How do you know it's not Sasquatch? You left your beans down there. You need to go get your beaners.
Yeah, I gotta go get my beans. I'll get them.
Uh-huh. And I will mosey this way. And there's his sweet
My
potatoes.
second planting,
Yeah,
squash and beans.
yeah.
I grew some squash down in the other garden, that lower garden down by the house.
I know, and the bugs got them.
That's sweet potatoes.
Uh-huh, I know. Looks like something's coming up right there. Oh, I think that's
Poke salad?
poke salad, yeah.
Probably. There's some poke salad right there.
Yeah, poke salad, Annie.
But anyway,
David's got your granny. Yes,
that
darling.
tractor man 44, he was putting a new grill on his tractor.
Uh-huh.
He was doing a real good job, professional job, drilling precision holes and bolting it in and everything. And
Uh-huh.
I told this on his comments, but I'm gonna tell this story anyway.
Okay, what's your story?
I'd work on road construction up here. And these brothers, they all multimillionaires. And this one brother, he was telling the other brother, I believe I can take old junk equipment and go down there and bid that job down in Arkansas where everybody works cheap by the hour. And I can make $1 million on that road. And they kind of have him a little bit going. So this one, he goes to auction sale. And he buys old equipment. 1950s, maybe early 60s, old Alice Chalmers pull scrapers, an old Alice Chalmers HD something or other dozer with for push cats, got a push block on the front. All of it old wore out junk. I mean, it's horrible. And they had this old dozer they brought up there, and it only had 2 or 3 bolts holding the oil pan on. The belly pan that protects the oil pan from rocks and stumps and stuff. Old cat dozer. It's so wore out. One of the tracks had gotten real long, and the track was bumping the pin on the blade. And I went up there and cut the master's pin out and took a link out of the track, and shortened the track up with that front idler and suck on back and quit beating on that pin on that blade arm. Raggedy old D7E. So I got under there and hooked come along around it and pulled that oil pan, belly pan back up in place after I dumped all the dirt and everything out of it. Put them couple bolts back in that got tore out of it. And then I got me some little pieces of metal that I could put in there. And I was under there with a welder and I was welding that belly pan up to the frame and stuff where it couldn't get knocked back off again. Here come them 2 millionaire brothers. They driving a big fancy car and they get out, and this older brother, he's a looking, and I'm crawling out from under that dozer, and he said, what was you doing? I said, I welded that belly pan on to where it won't come off no more. They won't bust a hole in the oil pan. And that older brother, he looks at me and he says, Well, what you going to do if one of them hydraulic hoses or something under there goes bad and you need to change that hose? And I pointed and I said, that's why I got a set of torches in the bed of that truck. And that one kind of looked shocked, the one that owned that stuff. He come up there and he patted me on the shoulder and he said, I got the best mechanic there is for this old junk. He said, all he owns is a pipe wrench, a pair of vice grips, a big hammer, and a cutting torch. If he can't get it apart and back together with that pipe wrench, hammer, and that, he takes the cutting torch and cuts it off and welds it back together. And this and that, and bunch of equipment had broke down. It was old and you couldn't find parts for it. And they had a guy hunting for parts for it. That older one, he says to me, he said, well, if you're such a good mechanic, how come there's pieces of equipment broke down from one end of this job to the other? And I said, because I wasn't a dummy that went to auction and stuck my arm up and bought all this junk. And they both got a big laugh out of that. They went on, they said, well, I guess he's got confidence in himself. And they got in their car and drove off. But they was good old boys. They didn't care, you know. They'd go on like that all the time. But anyway, for probably over a year after that job was completed, there was still some of his old equipment sitting up along the side of the road up there. I don't know where it ever went. Some junk man probably come and got it. But anyway, I just thought that was, remembered that story when I seen him spending all that time. Because I told him I should just set it up there and took my welder and put a few beads of weld on that. It was a brand new tractor, but I still did that. You can spray a little paint on it, I mean, what difference does it make? Anyway, life's too short to be getting a habit of being compulsive obsessive. Are you compulsive obsessive?
No, but you're a hoarder junk man.
Well, yeah, I know I'm a hoarder
And
junk
I
man.
can't even hardly turn around in my yard without running over stuff.
There's all kinds of people run around trying to be something they're not. And I ain't gonna.
I'm not trying to be
something I'm not.
I'm not trying to be something I'm not. I just need to rent a bulldozer and clean the yard.
Yeah. Hey, there's a bulldozer at auction.
No.
The 14th of this month.
No. You're going to be bedridden that day.
Oh, am I?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So plan on it.
But anyway, our little hobby farm is producing a little bit.
It ain't a hobby farm. It's Agony Acres farm.
Well, Agony Acres hobby farm.
Agony Acres acres. What are you talking about, farm?
But anyway, you can see it's really dry. I mean.
Oh, you showed. Come on.
That's the dirt. There's no moisture. We ain't been getting them rains. Them clouds.
Yeah?
But they might sprinkle
They're going to
on
go
us,
on by.
but they'll blow on by.
You know
yeah.
they will. They're going towards Plainview Farms land.
Yeah, well, he's probably getting a flood up there. But that's the way it'll do sometime. One time we was building on a lake, and it come a pouring down rain in the pit where we was moving dirt. And there's a creek run right down through there, and we was building a dam on this creek, it's watershed lake. And on the other side of the lake, it didn't rain a drop. So we just went across the levee and went over the other side where there's a pit over there, and we went to moving dirt. It got so muddy that, you know, them old earth movers couldn't do nothing, just slide around on that old wet red clay.
Mm-hmm.
But we got out there, old pushcat had to push us back out of the pit. And halfway across the levee, it rained and wet, but the other side of the levee, just right there at that creek, the rain just stopped right in the middle of it. The other side of that job.
Wow.
But anyway, that was a watershed lake over here on Tennessee Creek, I believe it was. Yeah, Tennessee Creek, or Camp Creek. Camp Creek. It wasn't Tennessee, it's Camp Creek.
Camp Creek, okay.
Camp Creek. Over by the Nelson Cemetery.
Mm.
But anyway, I'm going to have to get the water, and then we'll
Yeah,
just a video because we ain't made one in a while.
Yeah, been too hot.
It's been too hot, and I just have been doing as little as possible.
Yes.
I still got stuff at that lax auction I went to that I ain't got.
I know he ain't got his camper that he's putting under the bridge.
Yeah, there's a couple other items I got too.
Mr. Trolliardi.
What?
Mr. Trolliardi.
Trolliardi?
Who's gonna live under the bridge?
I don't look like a troll no more. Somebody stole all my fuzzy Sandy Claus whiskers.
Well, listen here. I can do some work on you and make you look.
Really, what it was, she's trying to kiss me and she couldn't find my lips.
That's right. I knew they were in there somewhere.
Are you going to take this down, or you want me to bring it down when I come?
I'll just bring it down when you come.
Okay.
Okay, thank y'all for watching.
Yep, goodbye and good luck to y'all.
And y'all stay safe, and if it's hot as blazes, stay inside. Jiminy Crickets. Yeah, wait till it cools off in the afternoon, and then you can come out. And if you want, you can turn the sprinkler on and get all nice and wet, and you'll stay cool while you're outside. But anyway, y'all have a great weekend, and thank y'all for watching. We really appreciate each and every one of you, so please like and subscribe and share. Share it with all your friends, your enemies, people you don't like, you know, all that good jazz. And be sure and have a great weekend. Oh, I think it's Labor Day weekend coming up. So,
it is Labor Day.
So thank y'all, and you have a great weekend. Bye.